you heard the ground shake. And I remember it, a trickle of sweat ran down my back that I'll never forget. It was the coldest trickle of sweat, and I was never so scared in my life from that moment, you know, seeing that building fall.
We set up, like every hospital on Jersey and New York did, awaiting thousands of patients that never came. And once the first tower went down, we called over and they were screaming for any kind of help or assistance. And that's when I made my way over to the World Trade Center.
God knows what was going on over there. When the sound tower fell, again, you didn't hear it. You just felt it. And right then and there, you knew our way of life was just over. Things were going to change that day and change for a very long time.
You couldn't imagine that we would be the target of anybody. You know, growing up in New York, growing up in America, you always had this feeling that we live in an impenetrable country and that nobody can come near us. And at that point, you still didn't believe that we were vulnerable in that way.
Knowing that there were innocent folks, you know, military people, when they sign up, they may go to war. They really didn't sign up for this. You know, who would have thought that they could experience something like this on their way to work? That's what really hit me hard that day.
The ferries were still working from the Winter Garden, and they were coming back with dust and dirt and all kinds of things on them. It was just horrible. They had this look of just shock. They've just been through the worst thing, hopefully they'll ever be through in their lives. And you could see it on their faces. They were like zombies almost.
They were covered in soot. Some people, you know, had cuts and bandages, clothes torn. Other people, you know, came crisp and clean like they went to work. But everybody just had that look of relief that they were able to get out of the city.